So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Brazil.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rummenigge! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Soboslai. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi. De Bruyne. Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Driving through the middle. And the finish! And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Has a look and plays it forward. Zanetti. And this is Del Piero. Deftly out wide. And it's Figo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now this could be a chance. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Figo. Barcelona. Look. Oh, what a mistake! Now that is a hefty challenge. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Messi. Great ball, and he's in here! And the pass is intercepted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's gone backward here. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Szoboszlai looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Batistuta. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's having a go! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Some resolute defending there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's going for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Del Piero. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Hullet tries to play it through. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot, surely! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Law. He's through and all alone! And he's got the beating. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And time is up. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Tony Adams. Now, there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And he's intervened well there. Mateus. Del Piero. He's tried one! Wonderful from Del Piero!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react. That's very neat. And it's Tonali. He's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Knocks it into space. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Strong running down that left flank. Del Piero. Del Piero!
Del Piero really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he welcomes it in. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Owen. Threads one in. That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Messi. Mikel Oyarzabal is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Xavi Alonso aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Neymar! What about that one? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking.
And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! Beautiful, just... And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. And the shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Looking to play him in. Zanetti. Short changes him with that pass. River Plate appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now, can they get him away? Now, there's a fine ball. In! Now, who's going to be first to this? Belletti. Messi. Xavi Alonso. Here's Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he plays one through. Chance! And it's there! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
River Plate really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And it's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Belletti. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass has been well intercepted.
Has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. Good take, and it's... And the finish! Glorious! A finish of true class! And with that, referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Foden. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Not the most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That's been cut out, well played. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, it's Batistuta. Modric. Foden. Baresi with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Zanetti. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. 30 minutes gone. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk goes long and straight. And claimed it back swiftly. Looking for options for movement. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Goes looking wide. Now, can they get him away? Now here's the... It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Foden. Del Piero. Lampard. Modric stood his ground strongly. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
For one of our fan club members. Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it out wide. Played in deep. And he's taking no chances there. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Look, it goes against your pride and your professionalism to admit when something's too good, but that was just unstoppable.
So the first... That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Mendes picks it up out wide, and he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Modric. Rafinha. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Played back in. Oh, they can break here. Can he get on the end of this? Mendes has it out wide and in space. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes down, but nothing given.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Knocks it into space. Barcelona are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Batistuta, Rafinha. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that has put paid to that. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Neymar, and he's in on goal. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now, this could be a chance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard gets good distance on it. And it's Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Tonali. Oh, this is Romario. And a chance! Goal! Inter! How do you look back on that goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
David Villa.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely...
Del Piero! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Hullet. Tonali. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Hullet. Now it's Del Piero. Baresi.
There will be
And
one
Koundé.
minute added time.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And so we're off again. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Villa. Can he get on the end of this? Delivers with whip. Tries to get it clear. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tries to pass it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Knocks it out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's Robertson. Looking here to chip it through. Baresi. And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. It's Salah! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Here's a chance! Off the post! And that's really well manoeuvred. Law. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Law, who does have an assist to his name. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Van Dijk. Moved on forwards. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's heaved it away. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Neymar. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. Can he get it through? Pull it. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to...
Romario! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So, overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. And he's had a shot!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Modric. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. DiMarco. Pull it. Haaland receives it in a good position here. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cafu. Zanetti. Still goalless at the moment. Now Modric. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he's let fly! Oh, that was no routine save.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. That's a good run he's making there. And this is Perez. Terrific header! Goal! Barcelona! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Eto'o. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro. Kaká. And here's Inzaghi. And shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Pull it. This Neymar! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing,
First half is up
keep
and things are
imposing.
looking good.
Don't leave the door open
Let's
for
hope
the
another good
opposition.
show in the second half.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. Neymar too strong for his opponent there. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's hit the upright. Delivers with... Up he goes!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Henderson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's got plenty of space out wide here. But, oh no, this does not look good. Perez. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Barcelona have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the through ball. And the keeper's given it away. Baresi. Cafu. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Locatelli. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's picked out the run. Chance for a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Perez. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Barcelona are closing in on a comfortable win. Pedri. And it's Zanetti. Knocks it out wide. Zanetti. 5 minutes left on the clock. Haaland with 2 goals already to his name. Pedri. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Gullit. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
You were more than just out.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just ooze.
Oh!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. It's a mighty effort! Van Dijk trying to keep this in. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Michel Platini.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the great man himself. And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Del Piero. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Dijk cuts it out. Tonali. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. It's a promising position. And this is Del Piero. Big header! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
It's Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Platini. Foden. Now it's Foden. Law! That is lovely from Law! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably...
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Substitution in progress.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Del Piero! Decent hit from there. Law. Now Foden. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are back on the way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Platini cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the ball's come loose here. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Played back in. Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. Oh, well measured. And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish right from the top draw. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are right back within touch. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Del Piero considers his options.
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
That was travelling. Nicely aimed pass. Played out to the left flank. Platini. Well, they've got it again. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Foden. Well, this is surely their last chance. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Isak. He shifted it to the flank, and it's Serginho. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Serginho. And time is up. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency.